Hi everyone, welcome back to the Music Studio's Beginner Music Lessons, presented by TheSunnySide.net. I'm your host, Sunny. I'm also the woodwind instructor here. Well, I'm one of the woodwind instructors here at the Music Studio at 122nd East 14th Street, just a block away from Lonsdale, between Lonsdale and the hospital, right in the heart of North Vancouver, British Columbia. And today, I'm going to show you guys how to finally make a sound on your clarinet. Alright, so first things first. You're going to need a clarinet. Here we go. Now, most people think when you make a sound on your clarinet or when you go to blow your clarinet, it's like a recorder. And so this is a recorder, right? It's plastic, no keys, just holes. Right? It also has a recorder, has this little baffle at the top here that a clarinet doesn't have. See, clarinet has a reed, baffle. A recorder is more like a whistle. And when people play the recorder, there's a tendency to lips on the bottom, lips on the top, they fish face it, and then they just go, which is all cute and fine and all, but that's what you sound like a recorder. Imagine what you're going to sound like on a clarinet if you did something like that. Anyways, and you don't play your recorder, you're not supposed to play a recorder like that anyways, but so bad clarinet technique comes from the recorder. Do not do this when you play your clarinet. Clarinet's different. You have to vibrate the reed. So here's some of the problems that we have first. Sometimes, often, we have to, well, like with all of our instruments, you have to learn your instrument. Whether it's your first time playing clarinet or you've been playing for a number of years, whenever you pick up a clarinet, a different clarinet, you have to relearn your instrument. They're all a little bit different. Now there's a tendency to put too much instrument in the back of the mouth. Right? We don't do that. We don't do that. And there's a tendency to put not enough in the mouth. So what we want to do is we want to put right where the reed reaches the mouthpiece. There's a little movement there. See that? So we want the mouth to be able to control the reed. If the bottom lip is too low, it's not going to be able to control the reed. If it's too high, then there's no air is going right about there. And we're going to test it like this. First thing we do is we open our mouth. And we curl the bottom lip under. There's a lot of pressure that goes on the reed. The bite on a clarinet is actually kind of, it can be quite hard. It's tight sometimes. So you want to protect your teeth from the wood. Now and then the top teeth go right down on top. Right? Not if we and not. So we're gonna test it like this. Just put it in your mouth. And when you bite down, you should have a little bit. You should be able to have a little bit of movement in the reed. If you can't move the reed, there's too much mouthpiece in the mouth. And if you can't really, if there's no mouthpiece in your mouth, well, you're not playing the clarinet. You can't play the clarinet like this. Alright, next. Alright, next. Here we go. So, roll it in. And before you do anything, I just want you to blow some air through your instrument. Okay, now that is where your bite's supposed to be. Next, I want you, so that's the loosest, most open in your mouth. Now, I want you to squeeze your teeth together and bite really hard on the clarinet and take the reed and choke it off so that as you're blowing, no air can get through. Oh, Sonny, no air's getting through. Yeah, like no kidding, man. Good. So that's your embouchure your mouth range between completely open to completely closed off reed. Let's do it again. So open, just the air. And now we bite down really hard and choke the sound off. Okay, bite down a little harder. And nothing's coming out. Now, it's in between that range where you're going to have a good sound. And it's also where you're going to be able to manipulate the sound and bend and scoop the notes and have a lot of fun on your clarinet. So here we go. But before we go, I want you to have a closer look at what's going on here. So, roll the lip in. Notice I'm not puffing my cheeks. It's not. And it's not. It's nice, tight face muscles when you play. One of my first teachers, one of my biggest mentors a long, long time ago, he said, he's up in Toronto, his name's Barry Harris, he was a great influence on my life, and he said to me, he turns to me one day and he says, "Sax, whatever you do, always play beautiful music." So, that's what we're going to do when we play our clarinet. We're always going to play beautiful music. And that means we're going to have to control the sound. So if you're ever wondering why you're not going to puff your cheeks, or why you need to make a good, you have to control the embouchure and all this, it's because you want to play beautiful music at all times. So, here we go. Now, you're just going to blow the air and slowly squeeze the lips together. Squeeze the mouth together until your sound comes out. Does that make sense? You guys able to do that as well? Okay, watch me again. Right? Keep the cheeks up. It helps sometimes it helps, and I used to practice this technique when I was young. They say if you smile, it pulls the muscles out and it helps you, but it's a little tricky to blow and smile. But pull those muscles up. Control your sound. Beautiful music at all times. And again. That's it. And that's it. Now, there's an angle thing that's going to happen here as well. Once you're able to get your sound, and it shouldn't be too tough for most of you to get the sound at the beginning. Remember, if the reed's too high up, no air is going to get through, and if it's too low, there's going to be no vibration happening. Also, if there's if you're playing with your lips like fish lips, you're not going to control anything, and you're not going to play pretty music. It's going to go squeak. It's funny to watch, but it's not fun. Anyways, we're practicing good technique today. So, okay. So once again, good technique. Roll it in, bite it down, cheeks up, air, squeeze the lips, and let your sound come out. Good. Next is the angle of the clarinet. Some guys try and play the clarinet like this, like straight down like this. I'm like, what are you doing, man? That's a little awkward, and it puts a lot of pressure on the top of the teeth. It also doesn't put a proper amount of pressure on the reed. Because remember, we're trying to control the sound, not just make a sound. We're trying to control the sound. We're not just trying to honk out some notes. We're trying to play music. We're trying to play beautiful music. Alright, so the angle of the clarinet's important. There's some books and some teachers say it should be a certain degree between the lips and the clarinet and the angle with relation to where you're sitting. But seriously, you have to learn your instrument. Every instrument is different, and you just have to learn it. All reeds are different, all mouthpieces are different. You could have a bump on your lip, you could bite your lip, you could cut your lip, anything can happen. So, Everything is going to change every day, and every day you find your sound. Paganini used to say, each day I relearn my technique anew. Every day you pick up your instrument. You know, say hello to your instrument, you know, respect your instrument. It's a new day. Play some new music. So, watch this. Here's the angle. So here's your next exercise. Once you get the sound coming out of your clarinet, then you're going to adjust the angle. So this is too close in and straight out, although you see some people in pictures doing it. It's not how you play clarinet. It's how you play saxophone. And so also, if you look really closely at the pictures, the guys aren't really playing like this. They're actually playing like this. And that's how and they're maintaining this angle thing. So here's your next exercise. Get your sound, and then adjust the angle. Whew. And as you'll see, the sound comes and goes depending on how you angle your clarinet. So, find one that's comfortable with the mouth, find one that's comfortable in the hands, comfortable in the neck, head up, and where you get the best pressure and the most control with your particular sound on your clarinet. And I'll show you again. So, lip, bite, cheeks, blow air, squeeze, and then find the angle that's most comfortable. Find the angle that's most comfortable. And that's how you make a sound on your clarinet. So, once again, no puff in the cheeks. Once again, no fish lips. Once again, bottom teeth. Do not touch the reed. If they touch the reed, it's gonna hurt. You're not gonna do that too many times. Find the nice angle. Up and down angle. And always play beautiful music. From the music studio, presented by TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sunny. That's how you make a sound on your clarinet. I hope everyone's having a lot of fun with the videos. I am. And I'll see you soon.